Let's talk about Africa's financial markets, because they are going through this massive transformation right now. Retail trading is just booming, and it's opening up some incredible opportunities for everyday people. But what happens when that kind of explosive growth outpaces education? Today, we're going to explore the challenges that creates and look at a really compelling case study on how to bridge that exact gap.
So let's just start with that big question right there. What are the unintended consequences when an entire industry just takes off at lightning speed? You know, this really gets to the heart of the challenges facing Africa's emerging trading scene, and it's the core theme we'll be digging into.
All right, let's dive into the scale of this boom. We're talking about unprecedented participation from regular folks who, for the very first time, can get direct access to global financial markets right from their phones. It's a huge, fundamental shift in who gets access to wealth creation.
Now, there are two key players really driving this growth: brokers and proprietary trading firms. Brokers are making their services way more accessible by localizing them. And then you have prop firms, and those are the companies that actually provide capital for traders to use. They're even funding new talent. So this isn't just some small change, it's a massive leap forward for financial inclusion.
But, you know, this incredible growth, it's got a flip side. As the ecosystem expands this quickly, it's starting to show some pretty serious growing pains. And it's creating a big disconnect between the opportunity and the actual outcome for a lot of people. And here is that central conflict, just laid out plain and simple. On the left, you've got the broker's goal, right? They want successful, long-term traders. But then on the right, you see the market reality. A huge percentage of new traders are failing. And this creates a really high churn rate, which is not only bad for business, but honestly, it's devastating for the traders themselves. So why is this failure rate so high? Well, it's kind of a perfect storm of factors. You've got gaps in regulation that can create a trust deficit. There's a serious lack of quality education and, importantly, mentorship. And with all these fragmented services out there, new traders are often just left to figure out this really complex, risky world all on their own. Think of it like this. The industry is handing out keys to a Formula One car, but they're not providing any driving lessons. The power is immense. It's right there. But without the skill to control it, what do you think the result's going to be? A lot of crashes. So, access without education, it's just a recipe for disaster. For the businesses involved, this creates that classic leaky bucket problem. They're pouring new customers in the top, and man, those initial account opening numbers look fantastic, but they're losing those same customers just as quickly out the bottom. And that masks a very, very serious retention issue. So how do you fix a leaky bucket? Well, you don't just pour water in faster, right? You've got to patch the holes. And the answer here might just lie in a mentor-driven approach that's all about building a more sustainable and, frankly, a more successful trading ecosystem. The solution being proposed is an interconnected ecosystem. I want you to imagine a single platform where aspiring traders, verified mentors, and trusted brokers are all linked up together. It's designed to be a complete support system, basically a one-stop shop for everything a new trader needs to even have a chance at success. And here's what that journey would look like. A new client gets onboarded, and this part's crucial, they're immediately connected with a mentor and a community for support. It's only then, once they have that foundation, that they actually start trading. This completely transforms trading from this lonely, high-risk solo mission into a guided, supportive journey. So for the trader, what this means is a single trusted dashboard where they can find vetted brokers, get access to educational resources, and connect with mentors. This immediately cuts out all the guesswork and helps them avoid all the bad actors and scams that can really plague these emerging markets. And what about for the brokers? Well, this model gives them a direct pipeline to educated, committed traders. It's a strategic shift, right? From just chasing quantity to actually attracting quality. And that can be a huge competitive advantage in what's becoming a very crowded market. So what's the bottom line here? Well, this kind of model creates better, more disciplined traders. And that, in turn, builds trust, it reduces risk, and it dramatically increases the lifetime value of each and every client. For the firms, it's a super powerful way to stand out and scale up their educational offerings in a really efficient way. You know, this whole mentor-driven model isn't just a business strategy. It's really a glimpse into the future of this market. And right now, what we're actually seeing is a race to build a more sustainable and, most importantly, a trustworthy trading ecosystem in Africa. And timing is everything. This market is truly at a tipping point. The first movers, the ones who build genuine trust right now,
they're going to have a significant lasting advantage. And as regulations inevitably tighten up, proactive education just becomes essential risk management. But maybe most importantly, the traders themselves are demanding this. They want more than just an account. They want guidance, they want community.
This quote, it just perfectly sums up the paradigm shift that's happening. For years, the whole game was about providing access, but that's just not enough anymore. The future really belongs to those who can cultivate excellence in the traders they bring to the market. And this brings us to a really fundamental question, one that applies to any emerging market, not just trading in Africa. What's more valuable in the long run? The exciting, explosive numbers that come with rapid growth, or the slow, deliberate cultivation of sustainable trust? It's a question really worth thinking about as we watch this incredible market continue to evolve.